Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today we are going to show you how to remove and install the internal hose on the Dyson Upright Ball model. And this will apply for the DC65, the DC41, and several other models that I'll put in the description. But first, real quick, if you are fed up with your vacuum and you're looking to invest in a reliable and repairable vacuum, but you don't know what to buy, please give me a call. I sell good quality vacuums, but more importantly, I recommend what you need by asking a lot of qualifying questions so you don't buy something that has features you'll never use. A Torx T10 screwdriver, a flathead screwdriver, a Phillips head #1, and a pair of needle nose pliers. Now the reason why we have to replace the internal hose here is because, as you can clearly see, this internal hose is broken. And what happens is this little clip right here just snaps right off, and this is the retaining clip that keeps this hose attached. And this is the suction that goes all the way to your floor. So if you're vacuuming your floors and you have no suction, but you have suction at your hose, the chances are your internal hose is broken. So you can just quickly look at the back of the machine and see if this is what's happening, then this is the repair for you. All right, so the first thing that we can do is we can just go ahead and remove the dirt cup assembly and the cleaner head. The cleaner head just pops off like this. You can just grab it and it clips off from the bottom, just like that. And then the cleaner head just pops off like that. All right, next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna remove both ball shells. On the filter side, it's very easy. There's a little purple knob and you're just gonna unscrew it. And then you're gonna take off your HEPA filter. Inspect your HEPA filter. This filter needs to be replaced. If it looks like this, then you can keep the same filter. Now we're gonna flip the machine over and we're gonna remove the ball shell on this side. And you will need a pair of needle nose pliers for this. And you're gonna stick the needle nose pliers just inside any one of these two holes and then just twist it and unscrew it. From there, you can also take that same needle nose pliers and you're gonna stick it in the two little round notches. And just unscrew it like that until it's completely unscrewed. And then you can lift this ball shell off. There's also going to be washers. There should be washers on there. All right, from here, we're going to flip it back over. We're going to remove this filter retainer. That's going to be with the T10 screwdriver. All right, now that we've got these screws out, we can go ahead and pull this just straight off and remove that. Next thing we're going to do is we are going to pop the wheels like this all the way back. So just give it a nice firm hit with the palm of your hand, and that pops the wheel back. And you're going to rotate this yoke assembly until you see these two screws here. Okay, and then we're going to remove those. Those are also two T10 screws. I'll grab those with a magnet so they don't fall into the motor compartment. All right, now on the other side, there's going to be a small T8 screw that we're going to remove. This is going to be a size T8. And we're going to remove that one screw there. Okay. Now, there's going to be a couple other screws that we're going to remove in order to separate this top cover, and that's going to be right here. There's two screws that are going up into this top cover piece like that. So we're going to remove those with the T10. All right, now that we got those two screws out, you can see this whole thing separates just like that. And you can leave this on. You don't have to take it off, but you can just slide it up out of the way. Okay, see how it just slides? And there's two little channels that it slides in right here and on the other side. So you can just leave that out of the way. And there's two more screws here on this side that we're going to take out. And it's these two right here. And then this piece slides up out of the way. Okay, now we are ready to remove the yoke assembly. And what I'm going to do is we're going to grab underneath this white piece and we're going to lift up so that it's lifting up past these screw posts. Okay, just like that. And you can see it's going to start to remove already. You also will see this piece start to lift out of place. And this is just the wire loom that supplies power to the cleaner head. All right, and this is just going to lift out of place. I'll show you how to put that back in. So now we're lifting this off out of place, it's going to pop out. So it actually clips in and around this assembly here, and it's going to just kind of pop out there. Okay, so now we have the yoke assembly here that has been removed. Now, if your yoke assembly is cracked, then you need to actually replace this whole part. You can follow the same instructions in order to replace the yoke assembly. Now, for the lower hose, there's one more step. We're just going to remove these 4 screws here with the T10. I'm going to take an air compressor and blow this out real good. Okay, out with the old, in with the new. Now we're going to go ahead and insert our new lower hose or internal hose. And while you're holding it in one place, you can go ahead and get one screw in and just get a screw started. I'm going to hand screw these ones back in, use my own hands. All right, now we've got the new lower hose on. This next part here is the hardest part. Okay, if for some reason this piece pops out, to reinstall it, this little channel here is going to align on this section here and slide it back on. All right, so the goal for what we're trying to accomplish here is to install this part with this gear aligned so that this last tooth is aligned in this last section here. Okay, if it's here or if it's past it, the jacking system for when you, if it's not aligned properly, then it doesn't lock upright properly. I've got to turn it around just because I'm used to installing it this way. But first I'm going to start by getting the yoke assembly installed here and just popped into place over on this side. Okay, so we need to look at where this is located when I'm going to pop it in place here. So right now it's kind of catching, and so I need to get a little screwdriver and get it to pop down in place. What you need to do is, once you've got it close, you need to eyeball where this is just to make sure it's close to that those teeth are lining up. And then what you're going to do is you're just going to push really firmly and you should hear it pop. And then you need to look in here to see if your gears line. So in this case, the gears are not aligned. It's actually stuck in between. So we need to remove it and start over. Okay, so I've got to line this up. Okay, so this is an example of it being done incorrectly. So right now, the teeth are not aligned. So you can see that last tooth is not going into that last spot. I actually got it one off. So I'm gonna have to pop it off and do it again. So now here's the example of how it's done correctly. You see the gears are, as I rotate this, the last gear, the last tooth is lining up with the last section there. So that's how it's done, that's how it needs to look. And if you have to take it apart several times, that's not uncommon. All right, now this fell out, so we're gonna go ahead and reinsert it properly. So this is going to line in right here. And we're gonna just drop that like that, right down in place. And it should be flush right here and flush here. And then you should have this little spring piece sticking out, okay? Okay, and then we can go ahead and mate these sections together. And then you can just make sure everything is rotating smoothly here. There shouldn't be any gaps along this edge. And then we can get our 2 screws put in here. I'm gonna get that 1T8 screw, and we're gonna put that in right here. Then on this end, we're gonna get our piece slid back in. So there's a little opening here, and it slides in right over that little square head, just like that. Flip it over and then rotate it across here so that you can get your 2 small screws put in. All right, now we can go ahead and install our hose. So we need to make sure this hose is not getting caught by this stand assembly, and then we can turn it upright. And then this is where we need our little P1 screwdriver. And we're going to take out this little small Phillips screw, remove this old broken clip, and then it only installs one way, so just like that, the clip will catch right there, and then you're going to put that little retainer screw back in. Okay, all right. Next, on this end, we can go ahead and install our filter piece, just like that. Put our screws back in. Get your filter put back in, just like that. Put your filter cover on, the ball shell. And then over here, we're going to reinstall the little washers. If yours has washers, put those back in. And then put our ball shell on this end back in like that. You can use a flat screwdriver. In this case, it's sometimes a little easier just to stick it in this little slot here, and then you can screw it down. And then I'll use my needle nose pliers to do the last tightening. And then there's little wings here. You're going to line those up so it drops in, and then lock it. Okay, the rest, we're going to install our cleaner head here. We're going to make sure this plug is aligned with this plug. Push that in, and then the clip goes in from the bottom in this direction, like that. And there you go. Put your dirt cup assembly back on, and then you can test it out and make sure it works. Okay, so I hope this video was helpful. If you liked the video, please subscribe to see more. Hope you have a great day.